Woohoo! Here we are. It is Thursday. We have folks in the room. It's myself, Sam. We've got Will. We've got Susanna. We've got Brent. We've got Bill. Gosh, there's a lot of folks we've got. It's time for the Modern Fowler Scrum. Yes. Shall we start with Brent? You were first in. How are things going with you?
Yeah, okay, thank you. What I've been up to, we had a productive local support pairing session yesterday evening. Likewise, a productive async voter meeting. I've not done anything yet today due to other commitments this morning, but this afternoon, providing I can make the time, I want to make a start on the ticket for local support to track click-throughs on the embedded map. We've got a local support meeting this afternoon, which I will be attending. No blockers, and yeah, apart from that, all is good, I think.
Wonderful, thank you, Brent. Bill was next in. Bill, how are things going with you?
Fine. No blockers. I've been finishing off was it week 3 of the coursework for the edX. So I've worked through those materials. I've carried on working through the Rails material on the flat iron. So that's almost finished. But apart from that, not a lot else going on.
No, well, no problem. Yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you in the MOOC mob tomorrow, and we can go through some of the materials. Good show.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bill. Susanna, I think, was in next. Hey, Susanna, how are you doing?
Hello. All good. I have installed SSL on my domain.
Yay!
Yeah.
Have you used?
Now we're ready for payments.
Have you used Let's Encrypt to get your SSL? No. You've used a different. What did you use to get the SSL in there?
I bought it where I have my domain.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, good stuff. We're ready for payment.
I had to install it manually because it's not DigitalOcean.
Right. Aha. Well, that sounds good. So nothing. So that sounds like you've unblocked yourself. Any other blocks for you at the moment?
No, I don't think so.
Great stuff. And any plans you want to share with us about what you're going to be doing?
No, we're working forward with many things. So
yeah, good show. Yes, the SHF project. Wonderful. I think Will was. Thank you, Susanna. Will was in next. Hey, Will, how are things going with you?
Good, thanks. I have been pushing code, which is new for me, and mostly it's about just tidying things up. I'm not sure what my next step is going to be now. Though. I know that I have to work on one part of the project in particular, but I'm not sure exactly what direction to go in. So I'm going to have to take that's going to take some thinking time, so I'm not going to be very productive. But yeah, that's my biggest blocker, I think.
Right. Yeah. So this is on the Y project.
The Y project, the payment system.
I'm very much enjoying seeing the code come through the Y Notify channel. I've got that up in front of me. Yes. Yeah. I mean, if we've got time at the end, it would be lovely to hear more about the imponderables that you're pondering. So,
okay.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get to that. Good show. Thank you, Will. Paul is also here. Hello, Paul. How are you doing?
Oh, good, Sam. Yeah, doing very well. Very busy at the moment. Learning web components personally.
Oh yeah.
Also looking for suppliers of smart components.
Right.
And I've ordered some in that I can use with the system, and making contact with suppliers of power monitoring devices as well.
Right. For the Open Peer Power project. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah,
great stuff.
It's coming along.
Good show.
Still a long way to go, I think, with it.
Great. Anything blocking you, or it's all go? I mean, you'd say lots of things to do, but anything particularly blocking you?
Yeah, this massive learning curve that I've got.
Right. Well, yes. Well, I guess people who want to help Paul with that learning curve do jump into the Open Peer Power project. Yeah, all the projects that people are mentioning are, of course, in different channels. There's the Y channel for Will's project. There's the SHF project for Susanna's. Brent mentioned local support. Paul in the Open Peer Power. And that brings us up to me. This morning, I have been working on website 1. I have managed to get a fix that's we've cleared up the spec, all the unit tests, so there's no more pending stuff in there. And I'm coming on a mission just to make the working environment as uncluttered as possible, like the total opposite of my desk and my office, shall we say. And so I made some success with that. There's still more stuff to do with the Cucumber. Tomorrow will be another day. Then I was onto the local support project, and I've been merging with lots of great new pull requests there from people, and I've started pushing those out. I want to try and get them out onto production before the meeting that we have coming up for that. It's a local support group meeting later on today. Brent mentioned the good async voter meeting. Yeah, I'm also excited. I've had a lot of premium face-to-face pairing sessions and people upgrading to premium face-to-face and booking more sessions, and so busy. The other thing I was going to say there, got the marketing meeting coming up next, and I think that's about the size of it, not kind of blocked specifically. So I think that's our Scrum. I feel like there was something else I was going to mention, but I can't remember what it is. So Scrum done. If people need to move on and do their other things. Oh, Susanna, I should have pushed out a fix to website 1 for the thing, the HTML stuff hanging around. So hopefully smooth sailing for you there going forward. Does anybody have anything else that they want to bring up based on what things that were mentioned? Any questions about projects? Anything else at all? And
nope.
Is anyone? Nope.
Nothing for me.
Is anyone looking for pair partner in particular? Not right now.
No.
So
I'm not looking, but I'm free if anybody's interested.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, Brent, that session that you've set up, that sort of regular pairing session for local support, is a great thing. I'm hoping ultimately get something like that set up for all the projects. It's a real great way of onboarding new folks and getting a bit of energy going. Well, so we have some free time now. I've got like 5 minutes before the marketing meeting starts. The only hanging thing there was maybe, Will, did you want to tell us what you've got a sort of a block there of the imponderable 5 minutes? Obviously not enough time for you to tell us all about it, but people might be interested to hear more about the Y project and the latest code you've pushed and where your kind of forks in the road are going now.
Yeah, I feel like it may be possible. I feel like the next step is to have real users, and the part that they'll care about most is the way that the payment thing looks. I think at this point, I'm happy that it works, and that it's safe to use. I'm just thinking now that that's where I probably have to concentrate my efforts. And the main thing is making sure that people understand what's going on when they use it, because there's a couple of things that are going to be new to them, like using Ether. That page you just showed up there was the old the demo thing, which I'm not sure how well conceived that was, but what I've got now at the link there, I don't know if that's working because you may not have MetaMask installed. Yeah, so yeah, that's not going to work without MetaMask. So it's things like that. So I need to basically put myself in the shoes of a new user and think about how I'm going to introduce them to these new concepts like paying with a cryptocurrency. I'm a bit stuck with where to go next with the project, because I guess what I decided a while ago was that this is going to be for people who are already paying with cryptocurrency, and this is like an upgrade on doing that. So then who do I need to approach? Who are my potential users? And I guess it's going to be people who are selling things online, who are using a cryptocurrency, who are accepting cryptocurrency, and might be interested in attracting more custom by using this payment system. And then I guess how it's going to integrate with them. So maybe I'm at the point now where I can just start talking to finding those people and talking to them and asking them what do they want, if they're interested in the idea.
Yeah, it sounds to me that you need to maybe consider writing some user stories for both, people who are selling goods and who may use your tool for purchasing as well, so that people have an understanding of the what it is the tool is there to do and how it can help them, etc.
Yeah, and you mean, and then to have some kind of page that introduces the system to them in words, in English.
Yeah, so basically, walk through a scenario or multiple scenarios so that people understand it a little bit better. And to, I guess, prompt conversation as well.
Okay, yeah, and then I can, because I want to really be at the point where I can send somebody a link and they not know anything about it, and then they can learn about it rather than just being confused, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'd say one of the values of user stories is independent, even if you never show the user stories to your end users, is it's getting the ideas that may be implicit in your mind about the way people would use it down. And then that's kind of like a sort of a keystone around which other things can be done by pulling out and working and saying, right, which of these user stories is the one that we're going to start with and make happen? And I mean, that's in the context that we are of Agile Ventures. I mean, the whole, rather than just being an open source pairing community, is we're trying to promote the Agile method, which is trying to make those, rather than coming from the code up necessarily, although that you come that way sometimes, is just to make that, the use cases explicit, absolutely talking as early and often to the actual stakeholders and the actual users as possible, and refining the user stories over time so that they kind of what the project coheres around rather than being driven by what the technology can do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to need to write some user stories and get in contact with those, and then present them to those people who I think are going to be potentially interested. Or
at least present something. Whether you present the user stories or not is another matter. But I think getting the user stories coherent, and then perhaps, I mean, like for example, you've got this link on this page here which says it doesn't work without something called MetaMask, which isn't mentioned here. So I mean, I mean, I'd love to enable Agile Ventures to accept cryptocurrency for payment for things like premium membership and so on. So before you burn any bridges elsewhere, or feel free to use us or me as a test kind of thing to get started with.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. So that's the first step. I'll work from there.
All right. Wonderful. Thanks. Great. Well, great to see everybody, and look forward to see various of you in different meetings and mobbings and pairings and things that are coming up. That's our Scrum. Bye for now.
Goodbye. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.